Here we are at RISE in Borås, Research Institutes of Sweden, where RISE staff have prepared a number of test samples that we will later use to show how you type test a watertight covering kit. It's important for us to test our watertight covering kits in the way that it is done all across Europe. We're here at RISE in Borås because this is where watertight covering kits are tested in Sweden. Now we will test the joint strength of a system. First with a sealing tape and then with an overlap.
Det ställer ju långtgående krav som är samma i hela Europa idag. Och erfarenheten har ju visat att de provningsmetoder vi använder, de är väldigt tuffa. Det är tufft att klara en provning här hos oss utan att någonting fallerar.
Now we will test the joint bridging ability of our watertight covering kit, which of course is important that the watertight covering kit is watertight even when the substrate moves.
Inga bubblor.
Bra.
Next, we will be doing an adhesion test to make sure that the tiles stay stuck to the substrate and to the watertight covering kit.
Nu släppte det i folien om det skulle.
0,5, 0,6, 0,6 och 0,7.
Ja, ser jättebra ut.
Ja.
Now we will test water tightness around penetrations, like pipes and other fixtures. In this booth behind me, the test samples will be sprayed with hot and cold water for about 4 days. Then we'll take them out, load them mechanically with a rotating weight, and then put them back in for about 4 days. Now we've removed this pipe from the test sample, and if it had leaked through, we would have seen a blue indicator powder, but as it's not blue, we can see that it is watertight.
Det som oftast falleras här hos oss, det är anslutning till golvbrunnar. Och den måste göras på ett mycket riktigt sätt och man måste givetvis följa till punkt och pricka de monteringsanvisningar som finns.
The box in front of me contains 3 different kinds of gullies, 2 different pipes, all of the corners and tapes and stripes that you would find in a normal bathroom. We're here to test the watertightness of all of these details. The first step is to fill the box with 10 centimeters of water, and then it will stand for 24 hours. It will then dry for 24 hours, and then we mechanically load the box by dropping a sandbag on it. A sandbag that weighs 30 kilograms is dropped from a height of 45 centimeters, 5 different points, 3 times each. After that, it will stand in 10 centimeters of water for 24 hours again. After that, 90-degree water is applied to the joint between each gully and the waterproofing kit for 1 minute, followed by a rest for 1 minute, and then 10-degree water is applied in the same way. This cycle is then repeated 100 times. After that, it will be sprayed with 60-degree water and 10-degree water. This cycle is repeated 1,500 times. And after that, it will be loaded again with 10 centimeters of water for 7 days. Between each of these steps, it is inspected from the bottom to make sure that there are no leakages. It's a very tough test, but it's important that our watertight covering kits are watertight. After this box has been filled with water for 7 days, we then take the box apart. All of the gullies, all of the pipes, all of the corners will be cut up so that we can see if there has been any leakage. The last thing that we do is that we check both visually and with a moisture meter if there has been any leakages. And hopefully it's exactly like this, completely dry.
Perfekt.
I hope now you have a better understanding about how watertight covering kits are tested. It's important for us that you have the right information so that you can understand watertight covering kits better.